there'd be 3,000 things in 8 boxes and less than 2,000 things in 50 boxes? That seems like a problem to me.
Well, there isn't a zero.
0 isn't anything.
For place value purposes.
Oh, for place value purposes. Over here?
No.
No? Where do you want it? Over here?
Underneath the 2.
Is that an important 0?
Yes.
Because what is this number really?
19,000?
19,700?
Yes.
Yeah. So you notice I tried to throw a boulder at her knee and she ducked it beautifully, okay? So I called this 1,970. I didn't first ask her what is it really, because she might have said it's 19,700, and then I wouldn't have got a chance to help the people who had thought it was actually 1,970, okay? All right, so she ducked that one. Let's see how she does. Question.
So,
Tim, the other Bill.
so would the correct answer for the label of D be tens of things, or would you want
Ooh, that's an interesting variety. Most kids will tell you it's actually 19,700 and it's things in 7 boxes. If you want it to be 1970, you would have to do what you did, and you would be the only kid in America with that answer. Seriously, and you're the only kid in this class who's ever suggested that.
say? Okay.
Yes. Jessica.
Can you explain why it's 50 and not 58?
Yes, because 8 times 394 is this. We've already boxed up 8 boxes of things,
Okay.
and so that's how many things are in 8 boxes. When we multiply by the 50, we are only dealing with 50 groups of 394. Excellent question, thank you. Other questions? I love excellent questions. Anytime you're not sure of something, that's an excellent question. Okay? All right. So what's E, and who was I sticking with? Yes, Ms. Julia.
E is the number of things in 200 boxes.
And how many things are in 200 boxes?
18,800.
Say that again?
Oh, sorry, what is it?
That's 788 is what it says.
78,800.
78,800. And then what is E? I'm sorry, F.
F is the total number of things in 258 boxes.
Right. And so what's the label going to be for H? We don't know the number yet, but what's the label for it?
Total number of things.
Total number of, this is the total number of things. What's H?
The number of boxes that contains 394 things.
Exactly, the number of boxes. We don't know it yet. We're trying to find it. We know we have 101,652 things, and we know we're doing what? What's the label for this?
Dividing, or
What's the label? Excuse me,
Oh.
what's the label?
number of things
Number of things what?
in each box.
In each box, absolutely. We're gonna box them up in boxes of 394. Because this is things and this is things, what kind of division is this? Quotative or partitive?
Quotative.
It's not partitive.
Quotative.
It's quotative. What makes it quotative?
I'm not sure.
They have the same label.
Oh, okay.
This is the boxing rule, the baggy rule. You know, we're gonna put things in groups of. This is the group size, okay? All right. So what is the 788, Julia?
Is that 2 boxes?
Why would it be 2 boxes?
Because 394 plus 394 would be 788
It is, it's 2. Where do I put that 2?
on top.
Where on top? Does it matter?
In H, it should be in the ones
In the ones place? Why is it in the ones place?
because it's only going in 2 times.
So, does it go in?
No,
No? Does it go in?
no,
Does it go in?
no.
Does it go in?
Yes,
How many times?
2.
2. Why would I put the answer over here?
You wouldn't.
Where would I put it?
To the left, farthest.
Over here?
I don't know.
Why do you go through the process of saying, does it go in, does it go in, does it go in? Yes. Why do you stop there?
Because the number's big enough for 394.
Okay, so 394 groups of 2 is 788, is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Yes? 2 groups of 394?
Yes.
What did that 788 mean in E?
The number of things in 200 boxes.
Right, and what number is that? It's not 788, what number is it?
78,800.
What is this number?
788. 78,800. Oh, okay.
78,800, isn't it exactly the same number as that?
Yes.
Look at its place value. This is in the hundreds place because that's the hundreds place.
Okay.
So this is 78,800, and when you put the 2 right here, it's in the hundreds place, and it means 200 groups of 394 is what? 78,800 things just got boxed in how many boxes? 200. Okay, keep going. What is this? What number is it first?
2,285.
Why is it 2,200?
22,850.
How many people agree it's 22,850? How many people disagree? Why do we disagree?
That would be more than the number you started with?
No, because we have 101,000. This is only 22,000. But thank you for your disagreement rationale.
No, I
You don't know? Have a conversation at your table. Why is Robert voting against you? Because you don't have it right. Have a conversation. What is the number of things not yet boxed up? That's what that stands for. It's not 22,850. Have a conversation. So here's what I'm hearing.
Why do we even do place?
Why is it not? What is it? What I'm looking for is, oh, now I get it. Does anybody see, oh, now I get it? No? What do you think, Trevor?
Is it, we shouldn't be looking at the 22, we should look at the 19, because it matches in the multiplication.
Nope, this is what we're looking at,
Okay.
okay? 22,852. Where the hell's the 2 come from? Ah. Do you see when we subtract this from this and bring down the 5? In the standard algorithm, quote, we don't need the 2 yet, so just leave it where it is. But if you wanted to find out how many things were not yet boxed up, you would have spiritual zeros here and a spiritual 2 here. Yes, you can have any number spiritual. We don't need them, we don't write them, but they can be real. Yes.
Okay, so I'm very confused, because why don't we write the 0 there, like in the multiplication problem, because like,
Yep.
or at least for me personally.
You
I
always wrote those
only
zeros,
always
didn't
wrote
you?
zeros,
Yes.
And then we always wrote them individually.
So
Why
you
don't-
wrote them because they're helpful for understanding. These are actually, quote, the standard algorithm, which was defined as writing the fewest numbers, writing them as quickly as possible, taking up the least amount of space on paper with the least amount of understanding. Now, if you don't want the least amount of understanding, you might do other things to support children's understanding, including what you're talking about. And when I taught, I never ever taught the standard algorithm this way. But this is what many of the books are heading kids toward, and so you have to make decisions yourself. Are you going to teach, quote, this standard algorithm or a standard algorithm that's close, that's more meaningful? I will not get you to here until another week or 2, okay? But I will get you to understanding long division better than you already do, I think today. And if not today, for sure Tuesday after spring break. okay? But we're not gonna start with ugly problems like this. What I'm trying to do now is show you the relationship between the standard algorithm for long multiplication, standard algorithm for long division, okay? So what was the label for L? Am I still with Julia?
Sure.
Okay. What's the label for L? First of all, what number is it?
22,852.
22,852 what?
Things.
Are
To box.
left to be boxed or not yet boxed or not boxed up yet. Any of those are fine, okay? So keep going.
So then it'd be, do you just want the number?
I want to know what the number is and what the label is.
19,702.
Things, not two.
Oh, 19,700.
Why is it 19,700? Because it has to be the same as it is over here.
Okay,
Because this is things in
boxes.
how
Or
many?
things left.
In, this is things left, not yet boxed. We're boxing again. How many
Things in 50 boxes.
things in 50 boxes? When we put that 5 in the tens column, we just boxed up 50 boxes of 394. And we just write down 19, woohoo, that's bad. Don't write on that, Robert. Okay. 1970, at least it's not permanent marker. Dr. Carson once wrote with permanent marker. It does come off, so
Right
you
over it with dry erase.
write over with dry erase and it will come off.
Hairspray works too.
Pardon?
Hairspray works too.
Hairspray works too. Don't just try stuff because you could burn down the school. Okay, chemicals are interesting to play with if you know what you're doing, but not if you don't. Okay, so Julia, what does M mean? We boxed up how many?
19,750.
In how many boxes? 50. What's N?
The number of things left to box.
Number of things left to box. And P?
The number of things put in 8 boxes.
Number of things in 8 boxes. O, excuse me, Q?
The remainder, or the remaining things.
Things not yet boxed.
Okay.
This time it's 0, but it could be something else not yet boxed. If it has anywhere from 1 to 393 things, they would be things not yet boxed or can't be boxed because you don't have enough to fill up a box, okay? All right, so that's an interesting relationship, and you might substitute a different adjective than interesting. Okay, I'm going to turn the page. So, anybody who was not here the other day when I passed out the division machine thing, so I need to pass it out. Keep your hands up, pass them around, bring the extras back to me. This was from the other day, if you got it here the other day, and if you weren't here the other day, you didn't get it. Everybody else got it? Pass them back. Thank you. All right. So we're going to first start talking about machine 1, okay? So on one side here we have the division instructional sequence and task analysis. So you can see that there are only 9 steps and only 2 of them are drill periods. The rest of them have everything to do with understanding. So you teach these other machines and these other instructional steps because it helps kids to understand what they're doing, okay? So the first step is called machine 1, and machine 1 is straight repeated subtractions of the divisor, okay? So if we look at a situation like this, and we tell a story, the story problem context has to be quotative. So I'm going to talk about Bob's Beetle Boxing business, okay? And Bob's Beetle Boxing business allows him to sell beetles in packages or boxes of 12,436. So in the beetle bin today, Bob has 41,362 beetles, and he has an order to fill some boxes. Let's see how many boxes he could fill today. Colleen, does he have enough to fill 1 box?
Yep.
He does. So he's gonna fill that box and now he has 28,926